Yes, sir.
So as we know that in
Yes,
last
sir.
class, I already taught you what is mass and as well as what is weight. Okay. So till now you studied both are same, but it is not same. So the symbol of mass is M and the symbol of weight is what, guys? W. Okay. So now mass. So what do you mean by mass? Total matter or quantity of matter. Total matter present in the body is called as total matter present in the body is called as what? Mass. What do you mean by weight, guys? Anybody tell me weight means what? Weight means what? It's a force. Yes or no? Force of attraction. Force of attraction towards to its center. Towards to Earth center. Earth's center is only called as weight. So what do you mean by formula? W is equals to what is the formula, guys? Product of mass into, everybody should tell me. Product of mass into what? Acceleration due to gravity is called as weight. So, as I told you, mass, if you are staying in Pudukkottai, if you go to Chennai, if you go to America, if you go to some other, wherever in the world, always mass will never change. Mass remains constant. Is it yes, guys? Please respond. What you studied
Yes,
at
sir.
mass remains constant. It not varies, not varies from place to place. Not varies from place to place. That is what you have to remember. So next, coming to the weight. So weight, mass is okay, but gravity, is the gravity remains constant across the universe? Everybody? When Earth is not having a constant gravity, even we know that Earth is having maximum gravity. Anybody can tell me where the Earth is having maximum gravity? All of you should take. At poles. Understand? If you consider the Earth, at the poles, Earth is having maximum gravity, and at the equator, it is having minimum gravity. So, if you notice it very carefully, here,
Sir,
G
doubt, sir.
not constant, so that W,
Sir, doubt, sir.
yes, weight is,
Sir, only
weight,
North Poles only will attract forces, sir.
yes, Mr. Omar,
Sir, poles only attract for have more gravitation.
yes, the force of attract, at the poles only more gravitation. Of course, we know that 9.8 meter per second square is the gravitational force of Earth. Yes, sir?
Acceleration due to gravity.
Yes, acceleration, force of attraction. Now, actually, Earth is not exactly spherical shape. Understanding, Omar? It is
Yes, sir.
flat surface at the poles. Flat surface at the poles. So, from the center, if you have taken at the poles, radius is less. Understand, Omar?
Yes, sir.
At the equator, radius is more. So, radius is more. Gravitational force is less. Radius is less, gravitational force is
Gravitational force is high.
understand. So that is what. So
Yes,
weight is not constant from place to place. From place to place. That is what. Next, mass of the body will never be zero. Is it as Divya, Harijaras, Akilan? Mass will never be zero because wherever
Yes,
you
sir.
go in the universe, mass will never be zero. Will never be zero. But weight will become zero at particular place. Anybody? What is the place?
At center of Earth.
The center. Understanding? If you go to the center of the earth, then weight of the object will become zero. Weight of the object is zero at center. Understanding? Or else some other place also it will become zero. Can anybody guess? Let me see. So many of you are very thinking. Let me see who will say one more place also it will become zero. Hari, can you tell me, Hari? Mitakshri, Divya, speak, communicate kindly. This is my sincere request. Mr. Yuhan, are you there in meeting?
Sir, I think so.
Harini, Harish, Kaushik.
Desert places.
Yes, Arun Kailash.
Yes, sir.
Where?
Sir, outside the gravitational atmosphere.
So if this is the Earth, if you are keep on, as we know that, all you remember, if I reaches to the 30,000 kilometers, then what is the G value, Hari? G value 0.3 meter per second square. Do you remember, Mitakshri? Harini?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
If I reaches above that, suppose I reaches 40,000 kilometers, definitely it will almost becomes zero. So if the G value becomes almost zero, that means in the sense of here, what is that? What is the G? What is that weight? Weight will become also zero
Zero,
Newton.
sir.
Understanding? That is what. Are you understand, guys? Everybody? So that is what you have to remember. Next, SI unit of mass. What is the SI unit of mass? Everybody? Kilogram.
kg, sir.
Understanding kilogram and CGS unit is grams. And relation 1 kilogram is equals to how many grams? 1000 grams. Okay. Next, weight. What is the SI unit of weight? Everybody? SI unit of weight. SI unit of weight. Weight means or we can say force also. Both are same, guys. What is the SI unit of weight or force, Mr. Kaushik? That is what force. Everybody. What is that? Newton. CJ, or else I tell you, and one more unit. What is that? KGF, kilogram force.
Dyne.
We can say KGWT, kilogram weight. Yes, Mitakshari, I taught you or not yesterday?
Yes, sir.
KGF or kilogram weight. Harish Jairaj, you are not there. Divya also lost. Please don't remember.
No, sir, I am there, sir.
Yeah, okay. SI unit of weight is Newton or kilogram force or kilogram weight. So as I told you, 1 kgf is equals to how many newtons? Everybody? 1 kgf equals to how many newtons?
10 Newton.
10 newtons. That is what you have to remember. And also I told you, 1 kg is equals to how many kgfs? How many kgfs? 1 kgf. That is what we can say. 1 kg is equals to also 10 newtons. Understanding? So if I have given mass is 50 kg, then what do you mean by weight? Weight equals to how much, guys? Everybody. Weight equals to how much?
500
into 1
newtons, sir.
kg means 10 newtons. So I can say 10 newtons, which is equals to how much, guys?
500 newtons, sir.
500 newtons. On where? On Earth or somewhere? On Earth. Understanding?
Earth.
On Earth. But if it comes to the moon, so moon gravity. What is the moon gravity, everybody? Gravity on moon. All of you should tell me. Gravity on moon is 0.63 meter per second square. So it is how many times less than Earth? How many times less than Earth, everybody? 6 times less than gravity of Earth. Understanding? 1/6 gravity of Earth. That is why if you do that, weight on moon also 1/6 of what? 1/6 of what? Weight on Earth. All of you should remember. So, for example, if I am 60 kg in Earth, 60 kg, or if you will feel basically, then if you 600 newtons is my weight. If I go to the moon, what is my weight? Yes, on Earth, I am 60 kg. On Earth, I am 60 kg. So 60 kg means how many newtons, guys?
600 newtons.
600 newtons. Understanding? So 60 kg means 60 into 10, so which is equals to 600 newtons. Now, if I'll go to the moon, Mitakshri, can you tell me if I'll go to the moon, then what is my weight? Weight is equals to 600 divided by 6. So which is equals how many newtons? Everybody? How many newtons?
100 Newtons.
100 newtons.
Understanding? 100 newtons means how many kg? 100 newtons equals how many kg? Yes, everybody.
10 kg.
10
10
kg.
kg.
So if I go to moon, I will feel weightless or more weight?
Weightless, sir.
weight. That is what. Understand, Mr. Kaushik? Arun Kailash? If I go to the main, understanding? If on Earth, if I am 60 kg, if I'll go to the moon, remember. But remember, all of you, mass is always constant. Is it yes or no? I will feel I am like a 10 kg, but mass will never varies. Mass on Earth is equals to what, guys? Mass on what? Moon. Understanding? So always my mass is constant. 60 kg on Earth also, 60 kg on Moon also. But here my weight is 600 newtons. But if I'll go to the Moon, what is my weight? What is my weight? Yes, everybody. What is my weight, guys? 100 newtons. Understanding? It is 6 times it is decreasing. That is what the relation you should learn. So this is what we studied in the last class. So all the differences between mass and weight, everybody should know that. Now, and one more thing I want to say, always mass is measured by, please remember, mass is measured by beam balance. What is that balance? Mass is measured by what? All of you? Beam balance. Okay, everybody. So now, you all people knows beam balance. Market if you'll go. How many of you all know beam balance? Normally with the tukam we can say. Tamil what we can say? Harish? Tukam theriyama? Don't know? If you'll go court and all, that statue will be having hand. Takkidita. What we can say Tamil ra? Beam balance theriyala. Nobody? How many of you know beam balance? I say yes or no? No, I don't know. Yes. This is what we used to call as beam balance. So this is the one we will use to measure the mass. Is it okay, everybody? Yes, please.
Yes.
Tamil, what you can say this one? Hey, what are Tamil names also don't know. What I can do? I don't know Tamil, right? What is this called as in Tamil? I'm asking. Mitakshri? Divya will never open her mouth. I don't know what is happening. Mr. Akilan, at least you tell me. Kaushik? Okay. Or else. What? You don't know? Tamil name?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what is this, Rari? Very bad. Telugu we can say Takkidi. I think Tamil also we can say Tukam or something they'll say. I don't know. None of you don't know. It's very, very poor. Very, very bad. Now, this is what you might be visit a physics lab. Have you visited our physics lab? I think Harish Jairas, your lab also will be having. This is actually chemical balance. This is also to measure the mass only, but minute mass like 0.05 grams chemical reactions. So we have to measure very accurately. Air also should not measure. Mass of air also should not affect because chemical reaction will changes. That is why mass in science laboratory, measurement of mass in science laboratory, we will use this chemical balance. So this is also like a beam balance only, but here we will close under the closed area so that no air will affect the mass of a chemical compound because we'll measure very, very minute. So this is what the instrument we will use it for measuring the mass of a body. Beam balance. Nowadays we are using electric balance also. Please learn that. Electric balance, and this is chemical balance. Okay, guys. So mass is measured by what? Everybody ask your parents and know what is this called as in Tamil. If anybody, any one of your parents is there, ask them now itself. So that is what it is. Okay, beam balance. We used to say that one. So this is chemical balance. Nowadays we are using electrical balance also. Yes, Mr. Omar, you are not using electrical balance in your chicken shop. Yes. That is next. Coming to the weight. Weight is measured by spring balance. Do you notice it? Last class I told you spring balance. This is what we used to call as spring balance. So spring balance always it will be measured in what? Always it will be measured in what? Spring balance. See that here, newtons it will be there. Okay. But basically nowadays we have advanced spring balances. Not nowadays, from past we'll be having both the scales. So this is the spring. So one side it will be in a grams and another side it will be in a what? Newtons. Understand everybody? So it will be measured both at a time. If you want weight, if you want mass, both we can measure with the help of this one. So this is what actually we can say a spring balance, which we used to measure for what? Everybody, measure for weight of the object. Remember, spring balances, they are used to measure the weight of a object. That is what you have to remember. So now, what is the weight of this stone? Can you tell me from this picture? What is the weight of this stone? Anybody? What is the weight of this stone? 6 newtons. You can see the object suspended for its hook. This is what we used to call it as hook, is 6 newtons. That is what they are saying. So 2 points you have to remember. So the instrument we are using to measure the weight. What is the instrument we are using to measure the weight? Everyone? What is the instrument we are using to measure the weight? Spring balance. All of you should remember. And what is the instrument we are using to measure the mass? Measure the mass. Beam balance or electric balance or chemical balance. So please all of you note that. Very, very important. Okay. Have you found anybody name? What is the name of beam balance in our Tamil? Vegetable, we will go vegetable market and all. Everybody is using the same thing. So what is this? Harish, you also don't know. Harish, ask your father. Father is farmer only.
I think so. So many cars will come. So many bikes will come, sir. So only.
Sir, I think so. The name is Taras, sir.
Taras. Very good. Telugu also we can say, some areas we can say Tarasu. Trasu. Yes, Harish? Yeah, Telugu. Yeah, Telugu we can say Trasu, Takkidi, understanding. That is what. And Tamil they can say, I think, Tarasu. Okay, that is what. Now are you clear, everybody? Learn that. That is also very important. Mr. Harish, you know that? Gokul? No.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I know, sir.
Please, but nobody is saying name. This is very, very bad. Okay. So note down that also. Once if you understand that, as I told you today, I'm going to teach you the next very important concept. That is what? Center of gravity. Okay. So please all of you make it. Keep it. Center of gravity. We all remember before we studied weightlessness and now mass and weight. Everything we studied. So if you want to understand the center of gravity, you need to know what you mean by weight. What do you mean by weight? What is the formula for weight? Everybody. What is the formula for weight? W is equals to, what is that? Mass into acceleration due to gravity. So remember this one. Now, I have taken a body. Let me take any kind of body. You consider as yourself, or I can consider myself, or any kind of body. Now, what is center of mass and how to find the center of mass? Let us study today's class. So please all of you keep reading. Center of gravity, very, very important concept. Future you are going to study formula, derivations and all. If you go to the 11th class, directly they will say that only derivation and you solve the numericals, they will say. Nothing they will discuss even anything regarding this. So that is what we are studying now. Center of gravity. Arun Taylor's call to Johan so that Harini also will join. Where they are, I don't know. Shall we start? Everybody? So now, what do you mean by center of gravity means? Observe very carefully. As we know, weight is the force of gravity acting on a body. Is it yes or no, guys? What do you mean by weight? What do you mean by weight? A force of gravity acting on a body. So it is trying to pull towards to its center. Yes or no? Earth is trying to pull towards its center. Now, let us take an extended rigid body which is made up of number of particles. Understand, Mithakshri? Number of particles. Suppose if you consider our body, is it our body is made up of single particle or it is made up of thousands, millions of particles? Everybody? Yes.
Many particles, sir.
Millions of particles. So you all people consider some rigid body which is made up of hundreds of particles. So like exactly the picture which I am going to show you like this. So this is what I am considering as what body, Mr. Harish? It is called as rigid body. What body it is? Rigid
body.
Rigid body means having a fixed shape. Understand, Mitaksri? Rigid means basically we can say solid objects. Okay, so please remember rigid body. So you have to consider a rigid body which is made up of how many particles? So many particles. Understand, everyone? So this is what my rigid body which I have taken, which is made up of so many particles. You can see that everywhere black dots. Now it will be highlighted nicely. So what is that black dots indicating? It is made up of particles. Yes or no, guys? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Now, let us consider this body. This is what my rigid body, which is made up of hundreds of particles. Now, let W, small w be the weight of each particle acting towards to the center of Earth. Understand, everybody? So this small w, you might be see small w, small w, small w, small w, small w, small w, 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 w. So what is this w? Answer, everybody. What is this small w? Weight of particle. Understanding? Weight of particle. Weight of particle. If you add all the weight of the particles only, it will become total weight. Yes or no, Mr. Harish? Umar, everybody? Arun Kailash? Suppose if my body is weighing, let me take, my body is weighing 600 newtons. Means, is it only my legs, or is it only my nose, or is it only my legs, hands, or is it only my stomach, or is it only my head, or my entire body? That is not my question. I am saying that my total weight of my body is 600 newtons. Means, is it only my legs weight, or my entire body weight, or only particular particle weight? Everybody, tell me yes or no. If I'll say my mass, my weight is 600 newtons, means it is sum of all the weight of the particles, or only particular particles of the body? That is what I'm asking. Please respond, guys. If I am 600 newtons, means in the sense of the 600 newtons is my total weight. So how I am getting the total weight? Anybody can tell me? How I am getting the total weight? Weight of my hands, understanding, plus weight of my legs, weight of my stomach, weight of my head, understanding, and all other parts of my body. All the bodies, if I'll add all the particles of weight, then only I will get the total weight. Yes or no? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, same way, if you'll notice it here, I have considered some rigid body which is made up of so many number of particles. Now, each particle having certain weight, I assumed as a small w, and they always, the weight of the particle is acting towards the what direction? Everybody, see that what direction they are acting?
Downward direction.
They are acting towards the whom? They are acting towards the center of the earth. Understanding? They are trying to fall towards the center of the earth. So this is what we can say. The extended body is acted upon by a large number of parallel forces with each equal to W, because each particle of body will exert same weight, and that is what acting all particles towards the center of the earth. Now, what do you mean by our heading? What is our heading, guys? What is our concept we are studying now? Everybody, what is our concept we are studying?
Center of gravity.
Hey, open, otherwise leave from the meeting. No issues. If you are not communicating, I am not interested to teach. Leave it. Okay, what is our topic name?
Center of gravity.
Center of gravity. So, what do you mean by center of gravity means? How many of you know balancing the pad on finger? I want answer. Do all people are able to balancing the pad on finger? So many of you rotate the pad on finger. So many of you basically will try to hold the book or something on the one finger. Do you all find it? Yes, Mitakshri, you might be seeing your friends and all carrying, they are trying to rotate the pen or pad or in a single finger. Yes? Or else, let me take every human body, quite common. Now, I want to balance a person so that where I should hold the book. Anybody can tell me? Suppose I want to balance a pad, where I should hold. Somewhere at exactly not towards the left or not towards the right, exactly somewhere at middle. Now, if we take the human, we also, our body, upper part and lower part, we will be having something called as novel. Do all people knows novel? So novel is the one which is present on our stomach, is our center of gravity, where our body can be balancing. That is what entire body weight will be acting on that point. That point is only called as center of gravity. So center of gravity means, remember, the point inside or outside the body where the resultant weight acts is called as center of gravity. So which will make us to balance the body, balanced by suspending or pivoting it in its center of gravity. That is what we used to call as center of gravity, where a point we can balance the body by suspending, understanding, or by pivoting, attaching to a joint. We can balance in the atmosphere. That point is called as, what is that point called as? Everybody, what is that point called as? You can see here, C, center of gravity. Okay, everybody. So now I want to balance a person. So where I should carry him? I want to balance, for example, if this is the person, he wants to balance on particular kind of thing, suppose on some kind of wooden block or something. So exactly at what point he has to be balanced? At the novel. So novel is the point for every human body where that is point is called as he can freely suspended without falling either left or right. That is what we can say center of gravity. So the whole mass of the body, whole weight of the body will be acting on its center to balance the body when it is suspended freely or attaching to the pivoting point. Pivoting point means like middle point. You can see that. Do all people knows how many of you visited park and all will be having a beam balancing that? What we can say that, Hari, name? You can sit, your brother and sister will sit and you can tukam. Yes?
Seesaw.
Seesaw. Do all people knows this one? So middle, it will be attached to something. That one is called as pivot point. Understanding? Pivot point. Or else, how many of you know Gandhi Chakra? Gandhi Chakra Terima. Or else wheel. Do all people know wheel? Yes, please. Wheels. Wheels middle will be having something. That is what we used to call as pivot point. Means with the help of these points, the whole wheel will be rotate continuously. So that is what it is. So then whole mass, whole weight of the body is located at the center of the body only. So that point where we can balance the body is called as center of the gravity is called as weight. So that is what we'll represent with the W, capital W. So can you tell me capital W is equals to what, Mitakshri? Capital W is equals to what? Sum of capital W is equals to what? Everybody. Sum of weight of individual particles. Sum of weight of individual particles. Now, I told you individual particles. Is it possible to count the individual particles, Mr. Hari? Suppose I will tell you, count the particles of your body. Is it possible to find?
No, sir.
No, because so many particles will be present. So something we don't know. What we can assume? What we can assume? Unknown. N number of particles. Understanding? So N is equals to number of particles. So if I'll add all the sum of the individual particle, weight of individual particles. Understanding? So then it will leads to n number of particles. So that is what till W will come. How many times it will come? N times. Understanding? So n times will come. That is what weight of the body is equals to, remember, n into weight of a particle. Weight of a particle. So this capital W is only called as, what is to call? Everybody, what is to call? Center of gravity. Please note it down. I hope everybody understand. Divya, Gokul, Krishna, Harijeras, Purima, Harijeras.
Yes, sir.
So the balancing point where we can suspending the body freely, understanding that point is whole weight of the body is located. That point is only called as center of gravity. For example, if we'll take atom, can you tell me where is the whole mass of the atom is located? Where? Anybody? Atoms. All people know. Atoms, where the whole mass is located? At the center. Understanding? That is what we used to call it as nucleus. So that is what it is, what balancing. So that center where whole body mass can be balanced is called as center of gravity, or we can say this one. So this is the formula: small w plus w plus w till n times. N means you can say number of particles. Please remember. So formula is w is equals to capital W is equals to n into small w. Okay. So this is what is center of gravity. Write it, please. Have you all understand? Please respond. Yes. Yeah. Next. Right. First definition. Right. Weight is the force of gravity acting on the body. Weight is the force of gravity acting on your body. Weight is the force of gravity acting on your body. Full stop. An extended rigid body is take this body. Understand? You have to draw the diagram also. An extended rigid body is made up of number of particles. Is made up of number of particles. Full stop. Let small w, you have to keep small w. Let w be the weight of each particle. Let w be the weight of each particle acting towards to the home, guys. Acting towards the home. Everybody. Acting towards to the center of earth. Acting towards to the center of earth. Acting towards the center of earth. Full stop. Thus, an extended body is acted upon. Thus, an extended body is acted upon. Thus, an extended body is acted upon, comma, by a large number of parallel forces. By a large number of parallel forces, each equals to W. Each equals to W. Each equals to W. Small w or capital W? Small w or capital W? Nobody will be like this. Hey Kaushik, what is happening? Harish, hey Akhil and Arun Kailas, I'm removing you from meeting. Don't join to my class. You're always useless only. You'll never study. How man, you are getting 36 mark in science. Even I am teaching this much and you are simply sitting like a dumb fellow always. So I have drawn diagram. Everybody draw the diagram now. Join the meeting back and I will say you. Harish Eras, have you understand Harish Eras? Okay. So now each body is made up of n number of particles. I don't know how many. Maybe one particle or maybe two particle or three particle or four particle or n number of particle. So please draw this diagram neatly. Then we'll continue. Then down you write. Let n such forces. Let n such forces. Harish, are you writing, Harish? Let
Yes, sir.
n such forces. Let n such forces. N such forces be acting on the body. Mitakshri, understand, Mitakshri?
Yes,
N
sir.
forces be acting on the body, be acting on the body, be acting on the body, such that the sum of all n forces, the sum of all n forces, the sum of all n forces is equal to the resultant resultant capital W or small w? Everybody, Kaushik, capital W or small w? Capital W, resultant capital W, capital